and welcome to Mistake Makers. I'm Ryan Hawk, founder and CEO of Nighthawk Deliveries. We are a late night alcohol delivery company. Think pizza delivery, but booze at 2 a.m. And I'm here with a good friend, Michael Dial.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael Dial, music producer, social media consultant, and events organizer. First of all, let me sort of explain why I think we came up with this name and sort of concept for this podcast. It's, I'm a social media guy, so I was floating around on social media a few months back, and every so often I might, stalk Ryan's Facebook page and Twitter account, and I saw that he described himself as a habitual mistake maker, and I think I kind of get what he meant by habitual mistake maker. So it's basically the fact that through the process of setting up his company, he had learnt so much from sort of risks he's taken, mistakes he's made, and I think that's where the concept of this podcast comes from. Would you agree, Ryan?
Yeah, definitely. When I wrote that Twitter bio, it was about my day-to-day life. It says firefighter, habitual mistake maker, optimist, just kind of characteristics. But the mistake making was the most fundamental part of the business. I mean, now it's 10 years on, looking back, I see the mistakes, very, very clearly. And it's a case of now saying, if I would have known this, or if I didn't make this mistake, or I didn't make this decision, what would the outcome have been? Yeah. And sometimes it's just like, I was really stupid. I was really naive. How could I have not have known this?
Yeah.
And all those mistakes. So I guess what our intention with this podcast is to give people kind of a heads up. Either you say, I'm doing that, and this is what can happen.
Yeah. That was Ryan's phone, everyone.
That was my phone. That was a mistake right there. That was a mistake. Not turning your phone off in the podcast.
A lot of us look up to some of these successful business people that we see on TV, etc. They always do say and talk about making mistakes and failures, but for some reason, I don't really believe them anymore. It doesn't appear like they make mistakes.
Yeah.
So,
well, maybe we should add for the listener that if you want to talk about success in a monetary value, I'm not there yet.
I'm still, climbing up the ladder as well.
So there's a kind of an authenticity to kind of where we're at now and the mistakes we've made and what we've kind of learned and how we're going to kind of apply that knowledge, rather when you read someone's book about, now they're worth $1 billion, but they're talking about they used to be in a room with a cockroach and this and that. It probably did happen.
So
but,
Ryan, are you still in a room with cockroaches?
No, I'm a little bit better than that.
Oh, okay.
A little bit better than that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So you're not like a multi-million pound dude right now.
No.
Oh, no. Well, I can vouch for that. He we're in his squat apartment right now. So, would you say you was probably a little bit tired of maybe hearing, the same old motivational speeches and podcasts and stuff?
I think the whole industry these days is set up on a almost like an on and off switch, and a lot will talk about the hard work that's required, the passion that's required, and the commitment and all that kind of stuff. But it is kind of an on and off switch. I mean, I was once this and now I'm this, from 0 to 6 figures, and all that kind of stuff.
In 6 days.
In 6 days, or 6 months, or whatever. But I don't know if there's a lot out there from people like us that are working hard, learning.
We're still going through that process of an idea, little money, but making that idea real that way.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing is that I don't know. Will there ever be? Yeah, well, I suppose there will be a point where I'll say I'm successful, and I can say I'm successful to a point. And maybe that's a better way to put it. I'm successful to a point, but I'm definitely not, at a point where I'll say I'm successful.
Yeah, you're not satisfied with where you're at.
In fact, I would say I'm still paying for my mistakes. That's the point I'm at. I'm still paying for mistakes. Now it's about learning from them, and seeing if with what I learned,
will pay off.
Pays off
in the end.
Yeah,
I'm sure it will. Because between the both of us, we've seen a lot, gone through a lot, which we will explore. We've even partnered up once upon a time in a few ventures.
we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of, well, maybe not I don't think there were mistakes. There were mistakes made.
Yeah, there were mistakes made.
We weren't successful.
We weren't successful. Not in regards to where we wanted our ventures to go. If we are going to look at stuff from a mistake learned point of view, we might be very successful in that regard.
Oh, we learned a lot.
Because we've even now we talk about those mistakes that we could see happening but ignored.
Yeah.
Which we need to explore that.
Yeah, and some of these ventures, it was only a few mistakes or from being something real. We had some traction on a few, but made some crucial mistakes that we talk about in further episodes. More in detail.
Yeah, so it's basically we probably how we see each other and ourselves is we're still going through this process. We're doing what we're passionate about and what we love, but we know we've got a long way to go.
Yeah, and because you're in it, I don't know if we have, maybe the cause to be motivational. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not. This is not going to come off as a motivational speech. This is where or some kind of like you get up and work hard and all these kind of things. Where if anyone is inspired, it's because they've learned something from what we're talking about. And maybe the inspiration comes from that. We are not filling auditoriums. We're just talking from our experiences and from our mistakes.
In a kitchen.
In a kitchen.
It's a decent kitchen, but it's a kitchen anyways. It's true. Hopefully people could be, inspired or motivated just by our open honesty. Because you've just admitted for the both of us, unfortunately, that we're not multi-millionaires. We're quite far away from that, but we're optimists, so we're getting there.
Well, you know what, if you want inspiration or motivation, go to Tony Robbins. I mean, he'll yell.
Yes!
He'll yell in your face. He'll yell in your face if you need to be yelled in the face. But I mean, for me, it's practical. I mean, my day isn't on stages. My day is doing business, and so that's what I'm thinking about is how getting through the day, getting through the week, getting through the year, improving it.
Same here, paying the rent. So just a quick snapshot of some of the upcoming episodes that we're going to have. We've got one on reverse engineering consistency. What's that about?
Reverse engineering consistency. The idea that the end game of a business should be consistency in the service or the product, and that you should reverse engineer backwards to get to that point. So you would break things up into departments and then reverse engineer. Yeah. Cool.
And then we've got something about being legal versus illegal. What's that about?
I suppose about the cutting corners or opportunities and all about that. Where whether businesses do it, whether they should do it. What are the risks involved? Things like that.
Okay, being dodgy or not dodgy, And then we've got one about whether to start a business at all or forget about it.
I think that's about just doing it. This concept of kind of paralysis by analysis, where you're consistently stuck in the planning stage
Yeah.
without actually just doing it so that you can make mistakes and learn. So what are thoughts on that, I guess?
Cool. So thanks for listening to our first episode of Mistake Makers. We will be uploading our next episode same time next week.
Sounds good.
See ya.